Hello, I am Paul Bartolome J. Casiding, your learning partner. In this session, I will discuss to you two topics. First, on how do I evaluate whether my technology use is enhancing learning, and the second topic is netiquette. Before I discuss the first topic, here are our learning objectives. Are you ready to learn? Let's go! As technology becomes more prominent in the lives of students, the use of mobile devices has the potential to transform learning. Indeed, educators has the capability to harness the power of technology to deliver learning effectively. However, as technology-assisted activities are developed, there is a need for a framework which could be utilized to evaluate effectiveness of those technology-related activities. And the SAMR model provides such a framework. The SAMR model as a framework for technology-assisted learning. Transformational learning activities that are truly personalized, situated, and connected to the use of a mobile device will go beyond merely using a mobile device as a substitute for more traditional tools. The SAMR model provides a framework that can be used to classify and evaluate technology-assisted learning activities. Ruben R. Fuentedura developed the SAMR model in 2006 as part of his work for the Main Learning Technologies Initiative. The model was intended to encourage educators to significantly enhance the quality of education provided via technology in the state of Maine. The SAMR model consists of the following four classifications of technology used for learning activities. First is substitution. In substitution, the technology provides a substitute for other learning activities without functional change. Substitution is the simplest way to implement technology-assisted learning. Some examples that fit into this classification are those where the learning activity could have been done without the use of a mobile device. The first example is the utilization of podcasts. Podcast lectures were used to replace other forms of review at the end of the course and prior to a comprehensive final examination. In this case, podcasts were used as a substitute for other review methods students might have used, such as reviewing from textbooks or course notes. The second example is the use of video camera. The video camera capabilities of cell phones were used to create videos for an English language class. Students are required to create 13 30-second videos on topics assigned by the teacher. The videos were recorded with their cell phones. The videos were then uploaded and access was provided to all students in the class so that they could view one another's videos. Next is augmentation. In augmentation, the technology provides a substitute for other learning activities, but with functional improvements. Examples of the technology-assisted activities at the augmentation level of the SAMR model go beyond the substitution level in that they provide some type of functional improvement over what could have been achieved with traditional tools. These examples describe situations in which mobile devices were used to augment traditional learning tools. First is the use of SMS text messages to help nursing students memorize information about medication. This use of mobile technology could be classified as augmentation because it added a functional improvement to the previous model of only providing lectures or having the students create their own flashcards. The short messages prompted the students to take a moment to connect to the information to assist them in memorizing vital information about medications. The second example in augmentation is the utilization of portable DVD players to augment a situated learning context for a marine biology course. Students use a portable DVD player that used video, audio, and static screenshots instead of using printed pictures. The addition of the video and audio connected the students to reference materials that more closely resembled the fish in their true context, providing a more situated learning experience. The next is modification. In modification, the technology allows the learning activity to be redesigned. In modification, Huckley in 2013 asserts that it is in modification and redefinition that the true potential of technology-assisted learning is fully realized. It is at the modification and redefinition levels that learning is transformed. One of the examples is the use of mobile devices. Mobile devices used to modify and significantly redesign a flood disaster simulation in an applied geomorphology course. The use of SMS text messages placed the simulation based on a real-life scenario in the students' real lives. SMS text messages were sent to all of the students to update them on the events occurring in a simulated flood disaster. After each message, the students had to decide whether to mobilize the flood alert procedures or not and respond via text message. The next text message received by the student depended on his or her response to the previous text. In this activity, the use of SMS text messages allowed the simulation to be redesigned and allowed for real-time decision-making by the students. This design provided truly situated learning. The next is redefinition. In redefinition, the technology allows for the creation of tasks that could not have been done without the use of technology. Example in redefinition is the utilization of drone to explore the environment in a geography class. The students are able to observe the structure of landscape, rocks, rivers, and mountains as they control the drone using the drone controller. And that is how I evaluate if my technology use is effective in my teaching. So I use, of course, the SAMR Model framework. And that ends the first topic. Now, let us proceed to the second topic, and that is the netiquette. In this generation, people are dependent on the internet. Like how people socialize face-to-face, we should follow etiquette at all times as it mirrors our personality. Being on different platforms, we should be aware of our actions and protect ourselves at the same time. Remember that once something has been shared online, it cannot be deleted. Now, what is netiquette? Netiquette, or network etiquette, is concerned with the proper manner of communication in the online environment. Whenever you communicate in the virtual world, consider the following rules, adopted from Virginia Shia's Core Rules of Netiquette. Rule number 1, remember the human. Rule number 2, adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. Rule number 3, know where you are in cyberspace. Rule number 4, respect other people's time and bandwidth. Rule number 5, make yourself look good online. Rule number 6, share expert knowledge. Rule number 7, help keep flame wars under control. Rule number 8. Respect others people's privacy. Rule number 9. Don't abuse your power. Rule number 10. Be forgiving of others people's mistakes. And that's all, my dear listeners. Thank you so much. Goodbye.